Hi, everybody. It's taking me like fucking 5 times to get online. I feel like I'm breaking in and out. Can you see me? Can you hear me? I'm gonna wait until everybody gets on for a minute. Hey, everyone. I kind of don't know what to say about the whole election thing. I feel for some of you guys because I know you're like really scared and sad, and I'm sorry. I'm sure as fuck not going to talk about my opinion on the whole thing. But I did think about, hey Anne, how are you, sweetie? But I want to send out I think that doing a live stream on the underdog mindset might help some people in more ways than one. Hey Spawn, is that how you say your name? In more ways than one. And if I get kind of smolcy, or cry, it's because this is kind of a big deal for everyone. Here's the thing. Regardless of how we look at who's in office or who's gonna be in our office. Hey, hun. Regardless of how we look at all this, I personally am really interested to see who because I don't see anybody liking Trump in my feed, and I'm like, who the fuck voted for him? But I didn't vote. But hey, Emily, how are you, sweetie? The thing there is just that regardless of how it took me forever. Regardless of how we feel about the election, whether we wanted him to win or whether we didn't want him to win, I felt, bear with me here before you fucking freak out, I was excited that he won for one purpose and one purpose only. And the reason why I was excited was because he was the underdog. Now, do I agree with his politics and all that other bullshit? No, I don't. But this might help people out there who are scared and freaked out and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I want you to recognize that the majority of this country, the world, did not think that he was gonna win. We didn't. I didn't. The media sure as fuck didn't. And everything was coming against him. And for a mindset perspective, when we can see from our culture and our society that somebody who has been brutally scrutinized and, beaten up, even if they deserve it, can still win. And I'm not saying, and I want to keep this not political, but I really, I've been kind of thinking about that because when Obama got into office, I'll be real honest with you, it scared the shit out of me because I heard a lot of horror stories about it, and I'm not very political at all, but it scared me. But I did look at it from a place of, well, he's the first African American in office. That's awesome. So, I don't really necessarily have a whole lot of opinions about Donald Trump, but I do know that I saw him being beaten up by everyone, every which way. And I think we can all relate to feeling beat up every which way. And I'm not saying side with Donald Trump. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is because there's so much negativity going on today about him being in office, I want you to think about, could it possibly be, and this is just it may be really reaching, but it's a way to look at it that might give you some peace of mind, okay? Because the universal laws state that thank you guys. I don't pay much attention to the fucking, the politics. I didn't vote, and I didn't vote because a part of me was I've heard things about Hillary and I've heard things about Trump, and I don't feel like I need a vote. And I know that a lot of people are scared. I also want to remind you, if you're scared, how much power does the president really fucking have? And I know that that may not help, But I want to remind you guys that, like, he did not look like he was going to win. And coming from being a woman who teaches mindset and teaches that you can, regardless of how much doubt you have, regardless of how much fear you have, regardless of how deeply you doesn't look like you're going to succeed, you can. And you can blow him out of the fucking water. And you can blow, like, I mean, he had a lot coming against him. And, you know, at the same time, like, although he's said, like, grabbing woman by the pussy and all this fucked up shit, I don't agree with. But if you can look at that from a perspective of, like, as far as, like, pure mindset, pure fucking mindset, really think about this. Especially if you're scared. Pure mindset wise, it is whatever's outside of us is divine reflection of what's within us. That's universal law. So if our new president, our new leader, think about it, our new leader, if you're in the position and this is good shit right here. If you're in the vibrational frequency of like getting ready to have a breakthrough, and here's the thing also, I want to preface this by saying, mirror work, when you see stuff outside of you, it can be in the presence of somebody that you can't fucking stand, that you hate, that you think is the most disgusting piece of shit you've ever seen in your life. And it can be right there because it's your resistance to seeing it within yourself. So here is Donald Trump, right? Donald fucking Trump. Like, Donald fucking Trump, right? It's a little shocking, to be honest, if you think about it like that. Donald fucking Trump, if you're in the position to have a big breakthrough, and I did this when, what he experienced that caused him to distract things he did, you just can't judge this. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, and this is just pure mindset right here. If you're looking at it from, like, if you're in the position of wanting to have a big breakthrough, and I did this with Obama, and that's when everything took off for me. And you can also look at it like, we've had celebrity presidents come into office and we've thought it was a fucking joke. But, you know, I think it went well. I'm not sure. But, like, I don't know. But if you're on the verge of wanting to have a big breakthrough, think about this. If you're on the verge of wanting to have a big breakthrough in your business, if you're on the verge of wanting to have a breakthrough in your business, right now, you have a reflection of a person who looked like they had no fucking chance in hell, who did everything fucking wrong, who went against every single thing, who was completely politically incorrect, who had no qualifications whatsoever to win, to even be able to really run, had none. And he was running against the one who had been in office her entire life, who had been married to our other president, who was a damn good president, who, according to a lot of people, who had done all the fucking right things. You've got this divine reflection right here facing you of a man who everybody fucking hated. The media beat that motherfucker up like day in, day out. And that man became our fucking president. He became the leader of the free world today. That is a divine reflection of what you have within you. If you don't think you have any qualifications, that's a fucking divine reflection of your ability to step into a position of leadership that dominates the most powerful country in the world. If you want to have a breakthrough, and I know it's fucked up because it's Donald Trump in office, but you could look at it from that perspective. That's fucking baller what I just said, guys. Like, that's fucking baller. And, like, if you look at it from that perspective versus, oh my God, we're gonna die, everything's going to shit, blah, 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 blah. You could look at it like, this man who said all the wrong things, he said all the wrong things. He did all the wrong things. And I don't necessarily know if he raped women or whatever it might be, but he did all the wrong things. He had no qualifications, and he ran against somebody who had all the qualifications, all the back history, all the stuff, all the things, all the checks across her name. So if you're somebody who has been an underdog, if you're somebody who doesn't feel like you have the qualifications, if you're somebody who doesn't feel worthy, if you're somebody who's getting beat the fuck up day in and day out in your fucking head by your husband, by your brother, by your friends, by your boss, by whoever the fuck it might be, by the fucking election, guess what? That motherfucker that you're pissed at, or that motherfucker who just won, is a divine reflection of saying you internally, and not only you, but the entire country, saying we want the underdog to fucking win. And not only do we want him to win, we want a person who has no fucking qualifications and no, common sense and no actual, we want the person who's just real. No, regardless of the fact that he says really fucked up things, regardless of the fact that he may be a fucking asshole, regardless of the fact that he's, a fucking joke, it's Donald Trump. It's fucking real. I just spit a little bit, but it's real. So that is a divine reflection for you that regardless of where you think you stand, regardless of where you think you stand in your ability to have a breakthrough, regardless of where you think you stand in your ability to call forth your ability to make millions of dollars in something that you probably don't know shit about, let's just get real. And especially if you think it in your own head, you may have decades worth of experience, but you still think you're not good enough. That is a divine reflection of your ability to win. And not only win, but go down in history as probably one of the greatest elections we've ever seen. So I understand fear. I understand it's scary that Donald Trump is in office or is going to go into office, but I have to say that I am kind of excited because I choose to believe that he's going to, not use that shit in office. I'm going to choose to believe that. It may not happen, but I'm going to choose to believe that this is a divine reflection of everything that I've wanted. Every part of me that's been an underdog, every part of me that has felt unworthy, every part of me that has not felt qualified or enough or the popular one, or that I've been, just because I'm bullied, I can't be successful, or just because of whatever. I choose to believe that not only is that coming into office as showing our version of our new leader, but also that he's an entrepreneur. I choose to believe that he's going to make awesome opportunities for entrepreneurs. I choose to believe that he's going to give phenomenal education, or he's going to open up those types of things for entrepreneurs. I'm choosing to believe this, not because I actually believe in Donald Trump. I'm choosing to believe because of just the energy of the fact that the underdog, who there was no chance in hell that motherfucker was gonna win. I didn't think so. I don't think the whole country thinks so. If you look in your fucking Facebook feed right now, nobody really thought so. However, he did. And, it may be fucked up that he's done the things that he does. It's fucked up that the personality that he has. He's, disrespectful to women and blah, 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 blah. But I'm pretty damn sure if I was on the phone with your fucking ass, which I probably have been in some way, shape, or form, that you've done a lot of fucked up shit too. You've done fucked up shit after fucked up shit after fucked up shit after fucked up shit. And in your brain, you're thinking, I don't deserve to succeed. I don't deserve to have success. I don't deserve to have the man of my dreams because I fucked up that relationship. I don't deserve to have success because I almost overdosed when I was 18 years old. I don't deserve to have success because I may have been, forceful with my friendships. I may have been manipulative with my people. I may have done fucked up things. Therefore, I don't deserve it. What you're having right now is Donald Trump being elected into office is saying, hey, your subconscious is saying, just because you fucked up, just because you don't think you're good enough, doesn't mean shit. When it gets into play, it's whoever's the fucking most real. And if that's the divine reflection, and I can be okay with that. I can be okay with that. And I can also choose to know, is Donald Trump really going to run this country into the ground? I don't know, but I choose to not choose that, to think that way today. I choose to go, this is a day that is going to go down in history. This is a day that I will talk about to my children. This is a day that when Donald Trump went into office, I owned that I didn't have to be an underdog anymore, and I had a massive shift in my own mindset. And though he may not have been my favorite president, I chose to shift on a very deep level because it was a divine reflection of my ability to shift. And who knows? He may have said shit that was inappropriate, but he may be a phenomenal president. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? And I'm not saying that I believe he's going to be, but you also have a choice right now too. You create your own reality. And if you follow me, for fuck's sake, use this as that versus, oh my God, he's gonna destroy our country. Oh my God, blah, 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 blah. I'm looking at it he's a fucking entrepreneur. Maybe he'll help taxes lower, or, maybe he'll actually say, hey, we need to be, there needs to be awareness around, becoming an entrepreneur and becoming rich and wealthy. And maybe because, he's gone into bankruptcy so many fucking times, maybe he's knows how to collectively help us get out of bankruptcy. But I'm not necessarily expecting that. But what if? What if? What if the fucked up version of you, the deepest, darkest, fucked up version of you is who we need the most? What if the deepest, darkest, most fucked up version of you is who we need the most right now? And we need you to come out, and we need you to shine, and we need you to voice yourself and be that leader that we so deeply not only do we need, but we desire it, because it may not look like we desire it. It sure doesn't look like people want fucking Trump to win, but apparently he's in office. Where are the people who voted for him? Where are the people that voted for him? Why did they vote for him? How do you know that there's not millions of people out there who are secretly hoping for your deep, dark, twisted shit to teach them something, to show them something, to empower them in some way, to enlighten them in some way, to make them believe again, to make America great again, even if it is fucking stupid and a joke. I don't necessarily think he's gonna be, who knows? Who knows? But if you follow me, for the love of God, try to start shifting your perspective, because you have an opportunity of a fucking lifetime to make the next 4 years, the 4 years where you look at your underdog spirit and recognize that motherfucker didn't look like he had a chance in hell to win. And maybe I should put this on, I was actually thinking this to go viral too. But, think about it. Think about it. It's a divine reflection. And Hillary, man, this is another aspect of this. Man, I've wanted a woman president in office. I have wanted so goddamn badly for a woman to be president since I was 6 years old. And think about this. And I know that there are millions and millions of women out there who felt the exact same way. However, just because we may want something so deeply doesn't necessarily mean that it's something better may be what is needed, but we just can't see it. And so it may look like it's a fucked up reality, but it may be more of what we need or more of will lift us up even more. Because if you look at it from the perspective of the universe saying, okay, so for America, we're going to put Donald Trump, who's basically a fucking joke, in office. Because he's real. And when I say real, he's an asshole. But he has no problem letting you know he's a fucking asshole. He's a joke. But he knows he's a fucking joke. But now he's our president. Or he's gonna be our president. So it's just kind of like, recognize that, yeah, not politically correct. Definitely not. But is it, and that's another part of it. This is another piece. You've got so many different pieces of here, it's ridiculous. Not politically correct. I don't think he was surprised, to be honest, but I don't know. Not politically correct. How long have we been having presidents who've been politically correct? And how far has it gotten us? Like, here's an example. There's been so many fucking mindset coaches out there who have been politically correct. I come along and I'm not politically correct, but I've helped a lot of fucking people. And I will continue to help a lot of fucking people. There are going to be people who talk shit about me if they don't already. There are going to be people who don't agree with the way that I market myself, I approach things, etc., 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 etc. Does that make me a bad person? And have I said really inappropriate things and fucked up things? Yeah. Have I said things that people could take out of context and say that I was attacking them and all this other bullshit? Yeah, of course. But same thing with Trump. And I'm not saying that I voted for him or I'm pro-Trump or anything like that. What I'm saying is what's done is done. Let's look at the positives here. Thank you, Kristen. Let's look at the positives here and use this as a divine reflection of how we can shift our reality. So if there's a part of you, but he's so fucking mean. He's mean. He's mean. But that's Donald. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's fucked up, but I would much rather have somebody who's, well, actually, no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. But he's so mean, but that's who he is. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? But, what was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying. But I wanted to just address this on a very deep level in the sense of punch first and hard. His willingness to punch first and hard. I don't really want to go into like a whole lot, like, why he won or, why he won, what he did to win, blah, 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 blah. It's more about the mindset of what this represents to all of us as a collective consciousness. It's not necessarily that it's Donald Trump and that he, says fucked up things. It's more so that we have someone in office that had no fucking qualifications whatsoever, didn't look like he had a chance in hell to win, and is insanely politically incorrect and does everything against the grain and totally like out there. So there is something within you that is the same exact way, that looks like it doesn't have a chance in hell to win, that looks like it is completely fucked up, looks like it has no way in hell to help anything or anyone, and is in no position to be a leader. There is a version of you that has those qualifications right there. And the collective consciousness has voted and it wants to see that part of you as a leader. So you can choose to say, Trump's fucked up, he's fucking up our country, oh my God, we're gonna die, let's run to Canada. Or you can say, okay, I don't like that the motherfucker's in office, or if you do, cool, whatever. But instead, I'm going to approach it from the fact that there is a deep part of me, unconsciously, that has never won, that has never broken through, that has never looked like it was going to break through, that didn't have any, like, qualifications or reasons to win. Yeah, your victimhood. Thank you, Julie. That is saying the collective consciousness is screaming it wants it to fucking win. Because if we really think about it, most likely you and across the screen don't like that version of yourself. You want it to, like, you know, beat that motherfucker down. You probably want to beat it down as much as you want to beat Donald Trump down. Stop doing that to yourself. So, I'm going to switch over to underdog mindset. And what we need to do in order to, I've got 14, 15 minutes to do this. Underdog mindset. Meaning there's a part of you that is afraid to shine, to be seen, to win, to break through, to overcome, to be the person who had no qualifications or, had been trampled on and bullied and beaten and beaten and beaten and beaten and beaten and beaten and had been saying the song and dance in your head all fucking day long for your 20 years or more, that you're this kid who deserves to win, but just for some fucking reason can't win. Can't show up, can't succeed, can't achieve, can't rise to the occasion when the bullies are coming at you and saying, you're not worth it, motherfucker. You're a fucked up person. For some reason, a part of you just wants to stay back and go, I'm not gonna do it. No. You don't switch that until you recognize that a part of you likes playing the underdog. A part of you likes the being the victim, the one behind the scenes, the one who doesn't make noise, the one who doesn't get success, etc., etc., etc. A part of you likes that. And what you want to do is instead recognize that and recognize that you want to succeed way more than you want to be in the underdog mindset. And you have to want it. And you gotta want it big. And another thing, Donald Trump is a fucking entrepreneur. And that motherfucker knows how to make shit happen in business. He may have gone bankrupt several different times, but it's clear he knows how to want affluence. Because he has it. And he wanted to win, apparently. That's some strong fucking desire right there. Because it ran through a lot of the fucking noise. And you have that within you too. Because it's showing you, not only is he just some person who exists out in the free world, he just got elected into office. Think about that, okay? So when you're going through your day, I want you to think about what part of you is the underdog. What part of you is getting ripped to shreds in your own head or by your boss or by your husband or by, whoever who doesn't feel worthy, who doesn't feel qualified, who's a fucking joke, especially to you, because we all have that joke within us that we think is a joke. Well, remind yourself that that joke just got elected as the most powerful man of the free fucking world. What does that say to you? What are you going to do with that? Are you going to bitch and complain about how that's not okay? Or are you going to go, maybe it's time I do some mindset work. Maybe it's time I stop desiring to say no to this part of myself that I don't think is worthy to win. Because that part, that victim part, that underdog, may in fact be one of the coolest leaders we've ever seen. Who knows? But at least for the love of God, stop beating yourself up about like how fucked up this is. Like, you know, it might be fucked up, but at least like shut up about it for the love of God. Anyways, so with that in mind, I'm going to remind you guys that I have a boot camp. Rich said he was like, you know what you should do? You should offer, for people who are traumatized by the election, a boot camp, specialty. But, instead, I think that's kind of cheesy. But if you wanted my virtual boot camp, it's the last one for the year. And my second event in January, it's gonna be January 8th-ish. I need to make sure that I say the right dates, but it's gonna be the exact same hotel. And I literally have the contract. I'm gonna sign it and take it back to the hotel today. So that's gonna be there. And we're having an extra bonus call to not only, if you liked this, I'm gonna have the same kind of thing to align you for the new year by having a bonus call training. And I'm only taking a selective amount of people, and this is the last time that I add in a one-on-one call for the virtual boot camp. So if you want to fucking bitch about Donald Trump and you want to find out what victim part of you or small part of you or whatever part of you is hiding and wants to step into a leadership position that can dominate the free world or the fucking be a famous thought leader or whatever the fuck it might be, you need to buy my boot camp. And you can go to mollysapp.com/mindset. It's $19.97, and this will be the last time that it is $19.97 as well. So last time it's you get a one-on-one call, and last time it's $19.97. And Rich and I have laid out a strategy on getting rid of my actual live virtual boot camp. So I don't know how much longer this is going to be going on. So with that in mind, it's hot as fuck. I need to get some shit done. I love you guys. I will continue to do my Manifest 5-Figure Months series. But I wanted to just like send some love and some like, you know, we're going to be okay. Everybody, we're going to be more than okay. And this may in fact be a unanimous vote to stop hating this joke part of ourselves and honor it and say, hey, you know what? You may be fucked up. You may have done fucked up things. You may not be fucking worthy of this position. You may not think you have a chance in hell. And every motherfucker that's ever known you may want you this part of you to die, to burn in hell. You know, run like the fucking wind. But guess what, sweetie? We want this motherfucker to be the most powerful person in the goddamn world. So that was my little saying. I wish I could put this on. If anybody knows how to put this on my homepage or my business page to make this shit go viral, because I have a feeling it could, this would be really awesome. Let me fucking know. I'll talk to you guys later. Much, much love. If you want the boot camp, mollysapp.com/mindset. And it's $19.97. Let's get this fucking shit on the road. And be ready for your victim to become the most powerful version that you've ever seen in your own fucking reality. Blow everybody out of the water. Peace, bitches. Rich bitches. I mean that with love. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.